Welcome to Archicraft, a bit of architect, your go-to podcast for modern software and solution architecture, enterprise strategies, and AI-powered engineering. Each episode is AI narrated, based on the original blog content by Dima Golodiuk at demongo.com.
You're listening to the 6th episode of the podcast Archicraft. This episode is titled The 9 Pillars to Architectural Excellence. In this episode, we'll examine 9 things and practices that can help you excel in a solution architect role. Becoming a better solution architect involves a mix of technical expertise, soft skills, and continuous improvement. Let's get started.
Welcome to the deep dive. Look, in today's tech world, things change so fast. And if you're in a senior role, maybe a senior architect, CIO, CTO, just staying informed isn't enough, right? It's about being excellently informed, finding that edge, really understanding what excellence means in your specific field. So today we're doing a deep dive into a really insightful post. It's by Dmitro Golodiuk, Dima, as he's known. The title is The 9 Pillars to Architectural Excellence. He really lays out this compelling vision for what it means to truly excel as a solution architect. And well, it's more than just the tech side.
Yeah, that's what's so interesting. Dima makes it clear right away that, being a better architect isn't just about being a technical genius. It's this blend. Technical skill, yes, but also these crucial soft skills. And a real commitment to always be learning, always improving. It's holistic.
And he gives us this great framework right at the start, the 3 horizons model, to think about growth. Horizon 1 is your current strength, Horizon 2 is future opportunities needing investment, and Horizon 3 is kind of the experimental stuff. But the key thing he says is, don't do them one after another. You got to cycle through all 3 kind of simultaneously. Keep the current stuff strong while also building for the future.
Right. Thinking about all 3 horizons together. And that really tees up the question, how do you actually develop all these different skills strategically? Dima's 9 pillars give us a roadmap. So let's unpack them, thinking about what they mean for you, especially if you're aiming for that top-tier leadership. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, Pillar 1. He starts strong. Learn from your mistakes and failures. He says we need to really analyze what went wrong, find the root causes, and implement changes. He calls mistakes signposts, guiding us, not roadblocks.
Yeah, and if you think about the bigger picture, especially for senior folks, ignoring this, it can be really damaging. It means you repeat errors, which leads to inefficiency, wasted resources, stagnation even. You're not innovating if you're just fixing the same old problems. And ultimately, it hurts trust. Your credibility with your team, with stakeholders, it takes a hit. That impacts your leadership opportunities.
So for you listening, if you're leading teams, setting strategy, this isn't just personal growth. It's about building a culture, right? A culture where learning from failure is systemic across the whole organization. How do you actually do that? Make it safe to talk about what went wrong. Okay, Pillar 2 is interesting. The title sounds a bit intense. Be a perfectionist, paranoid, and have an appreciation for aesthetics.
Yeah, it does. But he clarifies quickly. Paranoid here means vigilant, cautious, not, actual paranoia.
Exactly. And for a solution architect, these traits, when balanced, are super valuable. Perfectionism. That leads to well-designed, robust, efficient solutions. Being vigilant, that paranoid sense, that helps you anticipate risks, security threats. You build more resilient systems. Think about contingencies. And aesthetics. That's about user-friendliness. Good design leads to better adoption, happier users, even for internal systems.
But here's the kicker. He warns about balance. You can't let these things completely take over. Focusing too much on perfection might kill practicality or slow down innovation or miss the bigger project goals.
Right. It's about channeling them, using that perfectionism, that vigilance, that eye for design to make things better, but without becoming ineffective or getting stuck through analysis paralysis. It's a tricky line to walk.
Definitely. Which kind of leads into Pillar 3, technical proficiency, continuous learning, and skill development. This seems obvious for an architect, maybe? Well, yes and no. The key word Dima stresses is continuous. It's not enough to learn something once. Technology, architectures, tools, they're always changing. So you have to constantly invest time. Courses, certs, workshops, hands-on practice. Keep up with what's current, what's emerging.
And for senior architects, CTOs, it's not just about your own learning curve. It's about enabling that in your teams, too. How do you build an organization that values and supports continuous learning? That's the strategic challenge.
Absolutely. Moving on to pillar 4. Problem-solving skills. Dima says architects need strong analytical skills, sure, but also a creative, innovative way to solve problems because you're always facing challenges. Being good at solving them, making decisions, it's critical.
Yeah, it feels fundamental. IT projects are just inherently complex, aren't they? Things go wrong.
Exactly. So effective problem solving makes sure your solutions actually meet the business need, drive innovation, are optimized for cost and performance, handle risks, keep clients happy. It's vital for adapting, too, as the whole landscape keeps shifting.
And Dima recommends a specific book here, Technology Strategy Patterns, Architecture as Strategy. He likes its structured approach, guiding you from figuring out the problem through analysis, synthesis, validation, all the way to communicating recommendations and roadmaps. That structured thinking is gold for leaders dealing with complexity.
Totally agree. That structure is key. Okay, pillar 5 is communication skills.
And Dima is crystal clear here. Effective communication is essential. I mean, architects are constantly explaining complex tech stuff to all sorts of people.
Right. Stakeholders with totally different levels of technical understanding. So you need to articulate ideas, explain why you made certain decisions, get feedback, handle disagreements respectfully, collaboratively. It's about translating, taking dense architectural choices and making them understandable, whether you're talking to an engineer or someone in finance.
He even suggests the book Illuminate by Duarte and Sanchez, calls it a favorite, says it's about people, relationships, being a genuine, brave leader.
Sounds powerful. For senior leaders, mastering that kind of communication, that's how you drive change. That's influence.
And that flows really nicely into Pillar 6, business acumen. It goes hand in hand with communication. Dima really hits this hard to the boobs. You have to understand the business needs, the objectives, thoroughly. Aligning tech with business goals is fundamental.
It's so valuable. When architects have business acumen, they design systems that actually help the company succeed. It's not tech for tech's sake. It means smarter decisions about resources, about budgets, and it helps you see risks more clearly because you understand the wider business context. How will this tech choice impact sales?
Or marketing, or operations. Yeah, it's about building the right thing, not just building the thing right. Big difference.
Huge difference. Okay, pillar 7, collaboration and teamwork.
Dima emphasizes working closely with everyone, developers, designers, product managers, clients. Collaboration is just essential for projects to succeed.
And he encourages collaborating with other architects too, being part of a community and network, sharing knowledge, getting support. He calls it give and take. Sharing insights, experiences, best practices. He even suggests practical things. Share projects on GitHub, start an online community, write a blog, or, hey, make a deep dive.
Right. And for a CIO or CTO, this pillar is really about culture again. Fostering that collaborative environment where knowledge isn't siloed, where people help each other. That boosts the whole organization's capability.
Definitely. Next, pillar 8, strategic thinking.
This one's about looking ahead, developing that mindset to anticipate future needs, designing solutions that are scalable, flexible, that can evolve.
Yeah, strategic thinking lets architects see beyond just the immediate technical problem. It's about planning solutions that fit the bigger organizational strategy. For senior leaders, this means connecting the dots. How does this architecture support our 3-year business plan? How does it position us for future market changes? It's driving tech initiatives that really move the needle for the business.
So it's not just solving today's puzzle, but setting up the board for tomorrow's game.
Exactly. Well put. Okay, last pillar, number 9. Architecture modeling, diagramming, and documentation.
Dima says, get in the habit of keeping good docs. Thorough, well-organized. Focus on clear, comprehensive designs.
And this is so crucial, especially in complex systems. Good models and diagrams bring clarity. They let you communicate visually, whether to technical folks or business stakeholders. It also helps decision-making. You can see the trade-offs, the rationale. It helps teams collaborate, gets new people up to speed faster, and supports things like compliance and governance.
It ensures those brilliant solutions you design are actually understood, can be maintained, can be scaled, preserves the architectural intent over time.
Precisely. So those are the 9 pillars.
But Dima adds a bonus point. Simple, but important. Enjoy what you do and have fun.
Yeah, it's a great reminder, even at senior levels, maybe especially at senior levels, that passion, that enthusiasm for the craft, it drives excellence. Finding satisfaction in creating impactful solutions, that keeps you going.
What a fantastic framework. Dima really makes it clear that architectural excellence, especially for leaders, isn't just one thing. It's this potent mix. Deep tech skills, yes, but also those refined soft skills and a real grasp of the business side.
Absolutely. And I think the key takeaway for you listening, senior architect, CIO, CTO, wherever you sit, is that need for continuous refinement. You have to keep honing all these skills, adapting as the tech landscape keeps evolving. That commitment, using these pillars as a guide, that's what fuels real growth and leadership in this field. It's dynamic.
So thinking about your role right now, what does this mean for you? Maybe take a moment to reflect on these 9 pillars. Which one hits closest to home? Where are your current challenges? Maybe it's fostering that learning culture or pushing for more strategic thinking or improving your own business acumen.
Yeah, which one could you focus on deepening next, for yourself or for your teams?
Lots to think about. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep driving that innovation.
Thanks for tuning in to Archicraft. This episode was generated using AI from Dimitro Golodiuk's blog at demongo.com/news. If you enjoyed this episode, follow the show on your favorite platform and share it with fellow architects and engineers. Until next time, build smart, architect with intent.